So the war on drugs, it has brought war on people. The war on drugs has been a terrible thing in many, many aspects, especially on the human rights aspects. I mean, I think the worst aspect of the war on drugs has been the suffering that people in poor countries, they had to suffer wars, they've suffered the repression of governments, the aggression of trafficking cartels. So that is the most important impact that the war on drugs has had on population. And I think that it has had much more impact on many other levels, like scientific and research, but that is very important. So the war on drugs, it has brought war on people. The war on drugs, it stopped all research. So these drugs were banned, but they were banned for a moral perspective. There was no scientific evidence to ban these kind of substances. Even with MDMA, the illegalization of MDMA is very interesting, because there was a whole bunch of people that they were writing to the government and to the court that was deciding about this procedure, saying, well, if you want to schedule this substance, it should go to the Schedule 3, which would allow research, it would allow therapists to use it, instead of going to Schedule 1 that says that there's no medical use and that should be forbidden, has a high potential of abuse. So the war on drugs has prevented a lot of research to happen. It has brought drugs into the underground, and what it has not achieved is to what they wanted in the first place, that reduce the use of drugs. You know, people will use drugs always. We've done this since we are humans, and we'll continue to do this until we become extinct. Of course, that drugs, they can have, and psychedelic substances, they can have risks. But if you prevent research, if you prevent like open use, you're also condemning this substance to the illegal market, to the underground, and then the good practices, they cannot be self-regulated. There's no way to promote good practices when you cannot openly share what you're doing and discussing it with other people, getting feedback, doing research. So this is a pity that the war on drugs has, in a way, put a brake on the development of this kind of science that I believe that could help a lot in the development of society and us as a species.
Ciao, ciao.